Hey guys, Ken Furukawa here, and in this video, I'm going to do a review of OFFEO. Now I'm going to take you guys inside the members area. We're going to go over some of the features of this very powerful video creation platform. Then we're going to talk about the pricing. And this is where a lot of you guys are going to get excited because you know what I'm going to be talking about. Yes, OFFEO has a special one-time price offer. And if you guys are excited and want to jump aboard, go ahead. Click on the link below to get started right away. We're going to talk about the pricing though, and then we're going to go over my pros and cons. And lastly, I'm going to give you my personal opinion as to whether or not you should pick up OFFEO. So if you're ready, let's dive right in. All right, guys, don't forget, subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit that notification bell so you get alerted when I post new content. All right, so what is OFFEO? Well, OFFEO is a simple yet powerful video editing tool and design software. You can create stunning videos for platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and they've got more options coming your way. You can choose from their extensive library of templates or create your own. Now, OFFEO is made for entrepreneurs, agencies, designers, marketers, freelancers, basically anyone who wants to stand out from the crowd by creating high quality videos. And as I mentioned earlier, at the publishing of this video, you have the chance to get OFFEO for a one-time lifetime price. Just click on the link below to get started. Now let's hop inside and I'm going to give you a tour and a demo of OFFEO. All right, guys, we are now inside the dashboard of my OFFEO account. Now we're going to go through the menu options and then we're going to go and do a demo so you can see how it works. Afterwards, we're going to talk about the pricing. And then like I mentioned earlier, if you guys are interested in taking advantage of that special one-time price offer, go ahead, click on the link below and sign up right away. Afterwards, we're going to talk about the pros and cons of OFFEO because there are some good things and there are some bad things that I want you guys to understand. And then finally, I'm going to give you my final thoughts. So first and foremost, this drop-down menu right here, you can see you have the choice between a light mode and a dark mode. So this is very simple, nice little touch. I like to keep mine on the dark mode here. Also in account settings, this is where you can update things like your email address, your username, add a photo. You can add payment options as well as check out any updates that may have occurred. Now also down here where it says learn, this is very important. You guys need to go in here and explore a little bit because it's going to have articles and videos that you can take a look at that's going to help you understand how to use OFFEO. Now, in particular, there is one article that I want you guys to pay attention to. Now, I'm going to link to this article. It's inside of Learn, but this is the introduction to OFFEO. Now, this is very important because as you are going to see very soon, there's a lot of features within OFFEO, and with a lot of features can come overwhelm. So I want you guys to stay focused. I want you guys to go through these 5 lessons. These are video-based lessons. The videos are no longer than 5 minutes long, and they're gonna highlight some of the key features of OFFEO so that you have the basic foundation and then you can start exploring from there. I went through this. It was very helpful, and it helped me to understand the key areas that I need to focus on when getting started with OFFEO. Now, under Learn, there's community. You can join their Facebook community. They have over 13,000 members in there, so you can interact with like-minded entrepreneurs. Now, underneath that, you have Brand Kit. Now, this is really cool because you can set your fonts. We're going to start right here. You can set particular fonts that you may use for your brand. So you can add that there. You can even upload fonts if you want to. So you can upload your own fonts into OFFEO. When it comes to colors, you can set your brand colors. Now you can see here I've included my brand colors, but you can also add other brand colors. So let's say if you are a freelancer and you want to create products for your particular client or videos for your particular client, you can add in those brand colors and you can switch brand colors as you are creating content. This is super handy, super fast, and it'll change it across the board. So this is really a nice little feature here. Also, you can upload logos. So all you have to do is click on this and you can add logos into your OFFEO account. Again, if you're a freelancer or you run multiple businesses, you can utilize OFFEO to manage all of those creative assets for those businesses. And lastly, this is the one that I like. This branded template setup here, you can edit this and you can choose from a variety of colors and templates and styles. This is pretty cool because you can add different elements or different touch to the things that you create. So you can choose brand colors. You can explore if you want to. So you can choose suggested colors and palettes. It's totally up to you. Or you can click on these and you can choose the colors that you like. Then from there, you can choose different styles. So what kind of style are you? Modern, abstract, vibrant? So you get to choose. And from here, they have different templates. So this one right here says spiral, hexagon, brush, draw. So you can see based off of individual styles, you can choose whatever you want. And when you select it, what it does is it changes all the templates. You can see right here, all these templates use these colors, brand colors, and the styles, and they change automatically. Look at that. Look how easy that is. So you can stay consistent with your brand identity. And this is important when you're building a business. You need to have a consistent brand. And from there, you can choose your brand font style. So you can go with modern, striking. You can see here as I click through each one, eccentric, it changes. Minimal. You can choose what type of brand font style you want to use. Again, if you want to upload your logos into that, you can do that as well. Then hit next here. We're going to confirm because I already set mine, but I'm just going to go over that and overwrite that. And now we're back to the project settings. And down over here, you can create folders. So you can create folders for specific projects if you have. Let's say maybe you have a client, you want to add different folders for that. It's just going to help keep you organized. And right here is what I love. They are a partner, a marketing partner of Facebook. So they are authorized to connect with Facebook. You can connect your Facebook ads manager. So if you run Facebook ads, whether it's for yourself or maybe you're going to be doing this as a freelancer, then you can connect your Facebook ads manager as well. And down here, you're going to see that they have beta. It's labeled beta. They have a app. You can download these apps for Windows or for your Mac, so PC and Mac. And I'm going to explain why this might be important as we go through this demo. All right, and down below here, right here, this is support. If you need help, you can message them. They also connect you to different guides here, billing and payment, design tips, everything that you need to get started with OFFEO. Now, let's go inside and let's start a new design because there are several ways that you can create designs. And depending on what you want to do, there's so much flexibility with OFFEO. And so I'm super excited to share this part with you guys. All right, to start a new design, you just click on this plus icon here, and you're going to be presented with two choices. You can choose the AI auto create, or you can do the full creative control. We're going to explore both of these options here. I'm going to start off with the AI auto create, and it says down here, upload an image and our AI will create the content for you. So if you're just starting off, this might be a great way to get your feet wet with OFFEO. So we're going to select that one right here. And from here, you're going to choose a dimension, either a square size or a vertical size. You can see right here, it's for Facebook and Instagram. And it really doesn't matter which size you choose because there is a resize option within OFFEO that will make your life easier. So if you decide later on that you want to go with a vertical size, you can resize that particular project and OFFEO will do the work for you. There's going to be some minor tweaking involved, but OFFEO will do all the heavy lifting for you, which makes your life so much easier. But let's go into square size here. And from here, it's going to ask you what would you like to create, either product video or a logo intro. I'm not going to go into the logo intro here, but the logo intro is basically akin to like a logo stinger. So if you're creating logo stingers, you can create those types of intros for yourself or for clients. So this is another way that you can earn some extra money on the side if you are using OFFEO. But we're going to go with the product video here, and it says upload photo. So people, product, or business images. So whether you have a product that you sell or you want to upload a picture of yourself because you want to create a video for your brand, this is the selection that you would choose. And from here, this is where you would add in your image. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a sample image. So they bring some up here. So you can check your files if you want to. You can look at sample images that they have, or you can choose one from a URL. You can drop the URL in there. what I'm going to do is I'm going to just choose a sample image right here. We're going to choose a picture of this guy right here, and we're going to use this image. And this is where this may be a problem for some of you guys. It does take a while, you can see right here, for OFFEO to get this all set up because the AI is working hard to create these different types of designs. So depending on the processing power of your computer or even your internet speed, this could affect how quickly or slowly OFFEO works. Now this can be frustrating, so I just want to warn you guys that this may happen to you. They do have an app for both PC as well as Mac. I'm going to show you guys where you can get that. In fact, I showed it to you earlier, but I'll show it to you again, where you can download that, install it on your computer, and that way you have it locally. Now, will that solve that problem? May or may not, depending on your computer. But anyway, from right here, you're going to choose your design. So you can choose square or vertical. If I choose vertical, what will happen is it will reconfigure everything. It'll choose these same designs that are here. But again, depending on the processing speed, it's going to take a while for it to do that. Okay, there's a lot of things going under the hood with OFFEO, so you need to be aware of. So you can hover over these, you can see it in action. You can see how all the animations work here. So we're going to go with this one right here, and let's just edit this. And now it's going to be creating the project for us. Give it some time here, and you're going to see right here that here is our project right here. Right here it says add a scene. So the way that this works is, this is a scene, it's 5 seconds long, and once this plays, if you have another scene, it'll transition from this scene to this scene. So depending on the project that you're working on, you can add multiple scenes on here. However, you need to be aware that there is a limit, a time limit to how long your project can be. Now your project is going to be limited to 3 minutes, 3 minutes in length. So that is the longest that you can make. It is sufficient enough if you are creating videos for Facebook or for Instagram, or even if you're creating a intro video for a product that you're going to post on YouTube. This is not going to be something where you're going to be creating these extra long videos. So keep that in mind when you're creating this. This is meant to be short. It's meant to be punchy, to get your message across and help you differentiate yourself versus your competition. So right here, it says currently editing. This is the scene that we are in right here. So let's go ahead and hop in here. So there are multiple elements in here. So you can tell because there are different layers. And if I hide, I can hide, click on this eye over here. It shows a layer or it hides a layer. I can lock the layer if I want to, if it's particularly important. If I want to hide that, I can take out the video, even the image. So there's a lot of customization. I can move different elements around. If I want the video to be at the top, I can add the video at the top. I can move it back down the bottom. I can move any element anywhere that I want to. I can animate this video in different ways in the entrance, emphasis, and exit. And this is going to be more global, but I'm going to leave that alone. I can edit, again, different things. I can adjust the colors. I can add filters if I want to. If I want to change it to this, I can add that filter over there. I can add effects, so I can make it blurry if I want to, just by toggling on or off. If I want to add a glow to this guy, I can do that as well. So it's totally customizable. And again, you can replace the image. And this is one thing I like. I want to point out to you guys with this replace image feature here. There are certain aspects to this image, whether it be the filter that I added on, whether there's an animation, the size, whatever. By replacing the image, that image that you replace in place of this gentleman here, let's say I add in a woman instead, that image of the woman will take on the characteristics that I've assigned. So if it faded in, or if there was a filter on it, it will take on those characteristics. It makes it so much easier when you're editing, because you don't have to go back and change the different effects or filters or adjust it to make it the exact way that you want. All you gotta do, swap out the image. Again, over here we have crop, and we can mask things. So some of these things are gonna be more complex for you guys. I would keep things simple, utilize the templates that they have, get familiarized with OFFEO, and as you start using this, you're gonna start learning more and more about it. So now let's go inside here with the text here. This is where if you want to edit the text in here, obviously you can just click on it and edit the text. It works like any other editor. But right here is where you can add a heading and a subheading. And these are based off of your brand kit. So you can easily input a header or heading or a subheading based off of the fonts that you chose earlier. If you need inspiration, they've got font combinations here. This kind of looks like Canva to me, which is kind of cool because I want to experiment sometimes with different types of fonts. And this is a great way for you to get inspiration. Over here, they have graphics and they have different types of shapes, dancing animals. So you can add anything in here. Now, these are just folders. So if I click on, let's say, the 3D dancing animals, it'll bring up different types of animals. And I can add these in to my scene. So much flexibility and so many different assets that you can add into your scene. They even have overlays right here. So you can add in different types of overlays, and they have different types of effects. So again, you are only limited by your own creativity. When it comes to media, you have access to Shutterstock and Unsplash. So you can use Shutterstock photos, you can use Unsplash photos, you can do a search if you want to. They even have a video library, Shutterstock videos, as well as Pixabay. So you can utilize these inside of your scene. When it comes to backgrounds, again, you can use this brand palette. So if you have specific colors that you have chosen, then OFFEO can pull those colors in, make the adjustments for you. Or you can choose different kinds of colors. You can see the colors that are involved in this particular project right now. If you want to add music, they have an extensive library of music. You can play the music, you can use the music if you want to, you can bookmark it if that's one of your favorite songs that you like. You can even browse by category. So they have different moods as well as different genres. So very extensive set of assets, whether it be videos, images, music that you can utilize. You can even upload your own tracks if you have access to that. And here's where the upload section is, where you can upload your images, you can upload videos. So this is where also too, they have folders here where you can create and organize different logos and different assets based off of your client, let's say. So this is really going to help you stay organized and keep your workflow going. As you can see right here, there's also integration with Dropbox. So if you want to upload photos or videos from Dropbox, you have access to that as well. And down here, this is where you can have your saved graphics, your background remover. So they have integration with Remove BG, which is a background remover. You can upload as well as here are your music files. So everything that you need is right here. Again, you can edit every element of this. If you want to fine tune things, let's say you look in this and you want to change certain transitions or you want to make this video shorter, just head down over here to the timeline and you can see right here, you can fine tune any portion of this as you want. You want to make it longer, you want to make it shorter, totally up to you. Here are the transitions right here. If I click on this, you're going to see the different transitions. So you can choose and hover over and see how it works. And this is really so customizable. If I want to make this longer, you can see this as I slide it, it gets longer and shorter. So that's how you can customize that. So this, again, very, very intuitive, but it's going to take time for a lot of you guys to get acclimated if you're not familiar with something like this. Now let's close out the timeline. And if you want to add another scene, you can add a scene right here. Also, I had mentioned earlier about the resizing bit. If you want to resize this from a square to a vertical, all you have to do is click on this and you can choose from different sizes. Vertical, landscape, there's more right here. You can choose for different types of sizes. So they've got Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Pinterest. So a lot of different options out there. But here's the problem. For some of you guys, this is going to be overwhelming. I know when I first went through this, I was a little bit overwhelmed, which is, again, the reason why I want you guys to watch this, because this is going to give you the basics so that you can get started. And from there, just explore. So let's close out of this. And the beauty of this is that OFFEO saves your projects for you so you can go back to them let's say something happens where you accidentally close out the window, they've already saved that for you in your dashboard area. So let's go back into new designs here. Let's go into the full creative control. And you can see right here, there's brand designs, there's designer templates, or if you're brave and you're the creative type, you can start with an empty canvas. Brand designs are pretty cool because from here, let's go with YouTube, here's social media posts, stories, and Facebook cover. This is going to take the information that we inputted into the brand kit. So if I go into a social media post, let's say I want to do something for Facebook. What it's going to do is it's going to pull the colors and the text and the style into these templates. And you're going to see as this pops up, how everything is done for you. Look at that. So talk about consistency in your branding. This is an excellent way for you to pump out content and build a brand. They also have designer templates if you want. So we're going to click on that. It's going to pull up the designer templates. So you have multiple templates. You can see here, these are animated. We go with the branded templates. Let's go back to the branded templates. I just want to show you guys down here, down below. Look how many pages worth here. 6 pages. Probably even more. So you can just scroll through. You can see all the different images or the branded templates that are there. So my computer, as you can tell, is moving a little slow. It takes a little while for it to load. So you can see all the different templates and the consistency that you can build when you're using your already inputted designs, your brand kit here. So let's go over here. Let's take a look at this. So we're going to open up this one. And this one is going to be an image here. This is an image that you can post with your Facebook account, let's say, for example. And right now, if I play this, nothing's happening, right? Let's look at this. Play this, nothing's happening. But you can animate all of it. So you can do one-click animation. So if I want to have everything kind of wipe in or bounce or slant or be surprised or roll, I can do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose, let's choose elastic. And you can see how all the different elements just pop in there. It's really, really flexible and easy to do. In terms of workflow, just fast, because you got to pump out content, and this is really going to help you do that. So we're just going to apply that. We're going to override it. And again, with anything, if you want to edit anything, you can do so. You can see as I click on certain elements, you can see the graphics being highlighted, all of this stuff right here. And again, on the left side, if you want to add more things, you can do so. You want to add another scene, all you have to do is click on scenes and you can add another scene. And again, this will play and then it'll move on to the next scene. So talk about flexibility. Talk about being able to add on and get more creative with what you're doing to brand yourself. This is awesome. And you can do this for your clients as well. And when you're ready to download, just click on the download button right there. And you can download it as a video, high quality, web quality. You can download an image, let's say if you want to just do an image, or you can download it in MOV file. So that's how you utilize that. Let's go back out here, because what I want to show you guys is something that I really liked. And this is available in another app out there, but I just want to show you that OFFEO adds this as well. So we're going to just go in here to the full creative. We're going to go in designer templates. Let's just choose this. Just because I want to show you something that they call Showstoppers. Now, you've probably seen this with another app called Breakout Clips, but I want to show it to you that they have it inside of OFFEO. So we're going to go over here. We're going to go into filter. And oh, by the way, if you want to sort by color, if that's what you want, you can choose by color. So we're going to bring up those templates here. But what I wanted to show you was you can filter these templates based off of style, product type, or seasonal. And they have one here called Scrollstoppers. So we're going to select that. And basically what Scrollstoppers does is it creates this unique image that is meant to stop people from scrolling. So if you look at this one where the astronaut is, you can see the rocks kind of coming at you. This is meant to get people to stop scrolling. So let's go inside here. And I just want to show you what it looks like. And this is something that to me is going to help differentiate you when people are scrolling through their feeds and they see something like this. And again, you can change all the different elements within this particular scene. If you want to add another scene, you can do that. You want to download that, you can do it. It is very simple to use. And this is another feature that I am very, very excited about, and I can't wait to use. So let's go back out to the main dashboard area. Let's go ahead and I want to show you guys where you can download that app. So right here, this is where you can download the app for PC and Mac. So if you guys want to install the desktop version of OFFEO onto your computer, you can do that as well. And that way you're not reliant upon the browser feature here. So I installed it on my computer. I'm going to start testing it out a little bit later to see how that works. But I'm sure it's going to be just as good as the browser version. So now that you guys know how OFFEO works, let's go ahead and let's talk about the pricing. At the time of the recording of this video, OFFEO has a special one-time price lifetime offer. For $98, you can get access to OFFEO for life for just one payment. So if you guys are interested in doing that, go ahead, click on the link below to get started. But let's take a look at the pricing here. Should you decide not to take advantage of this one-time offer, you can either go with the annual payment, which comes out to roughly about $12.42. Annually, this is going to be $149 per year, or you can go monthly at $19 per month. Makes sense though, right? That it makes sense for you guys to go straight with the $98 one-time fee. Again, just click on the link below to get your copy. So now let's go ahead. I want to give you my pros and cons. Let's start with the pros. There's lots of features in OFFEO and an easy to use platform to create high quality videos for multiple formats. There's also lots of templates to choose from to provide you with inspiration, or start from scratch and create your own if you so choose. I just love the Showstopper templates. It's similar to breakout clips, but I love the fact that you have this flexibility with OFFEO. And for those of you running ads, OFFEO directly integrates with Facebook Ads Manager. They are a Facebook marketing partner, so you have that trust factor there when you're using OFFEO. Now, this is browser-based, so no software install is needed. However, they do have a desktop version in beta, and more about this in the cons. Now, the most important thing is that there is a one-time lifetime price of $98. This is super attractive. If you guys are interested in grabbing your copy, go ahead, click on the link below to get started. Now for the cons. There are a lot of features. So with a lot of features can lead to overwhelm. So make sure you guys watch their introduction to OFFEO course. It's 5 videos, it's a very short course, and I've included a link down in the description below. So important for you guys to understand how OFFEO works. Now, this is web-based, as I mentioned earlier, so it can be a bit slow, and you guys saw that in my demo. It can be a bit slow in loading depending on your computer and your internet connection. Now, the desktop version may or may not help to solve that. So go ahead, if you guys are interested in downloading that, you can download the desktop version. And lastly, there are some minor customization limitations. However, not that big of a deal to me based on the value that you get with OFFEO. So now that you guys have heard the pros and cons, let's go ahead. I'm going to give you my final thoughts on OFFEO. All right, guys, you already know how I feel about OFFEO. I love OFFEO, and I know that you'll love OFFEO too, especially when you can get it for a one-time price of $98. All you gotta do is click on a link below to get started. OFFEO is perfect for anyone who wants to stand out from the crowd by creating high-quality videos using this powerful video editing tool and design software. Now, if you guys found this video to be helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. I would greatly appreciate it. This is Ken Furukawa from kenfurukawa.com, and I'll see you in the next video.